All right, so what's green? Short and sure to bring you good luck. I'll give you the answer after this. We're here for some astrology, though, right? So it's Monday, and let's get some astrology going because we got quite a week happening. It's not going to be that eventful until we start getting towards the equinox, right? The beginning of spring, the official beginning of spring. So stay tuned. I got some insights for you. And I also have the answer to my little riddle, okay? I bet you can figure it out, though. Welcome to daily-astrocat.com. My name is Shane, and I am your host. And it is St. Patrick's Day, so thank you for joining me for AstroCat on St. Patrick's Day. Normal work day for everybody. So let's get going, right? Unless you happen to take it off. So that would be your prerogative, however. Bells, chimes, all that neat stuff, right? And our Bella. Let's go. Now, it's Monday, March 17th, obviously, if it's St. Patrick's Day. And the moon is going to enter Scorpio at 3:30 in the morning. Changes will have been... there's some changes, right? They've made an interesting shift in power dynamics. Even in our own worlds, right? There's some shifts, and they always do. Whether it's at work, at school, or whatever, you've got these things going on, right? Now, I don't mean school, but I mean definitely work, definitely at home, definitely within the family confines, right? Can be anywhere, can be national, can be international, but this shift in power dynamics we're starting to feel. And is it too early to really have this stuff happening the way it is? Will the retrogrades, particularly the Mercury retrograde we just entered or the Venus retrograde, mess up these opportunities? Not if you undertake them slowly, okay? If you're being presented with a change and it's thrust upon you, do it slowly. Take it slowly. This is the best course to take because Mars is still in that trine with Saturn, starting to break out of it. And as it breaks out of it, I believe the last time I looked, Mars is close to that 20-degree point in Cancer. I'll probably have more on that in another episode. But for right now, let's just think about what's happening and what's going to be happening with some of these changes that have been put upon us, right? We didn't choose them because the ones that we're choosing, we're working, especially folks who are working on their own art and stuff like that, we're choosing to go very carefully because we know that Saturn is requiring a lot of work to be done. A lot of work for a lot of reward. And Mars is in that relationship with Saturn where it's like, don't mess this up, okay? Because when Mars goes into Leo, it's going to be a good time, right? But we have to make sure that we're doing the work. Now, there's something that's telling me that we've got, to really see what's Saturn's going to bring us in all of this, we're going to have to wait till about the Virgo season, okay? And that's because the way those nodes are moving and the mission that we're on to reclaim and reset and redo what it is that we're doing. We've undertaken all of this since last fall, and now we're just in a brand new phase, right? This is going to be something even bigger. Go back to my other episodes, and you'll hear a lot about this. Now, personal goals, you have to keep them firmly in mind when you're faced with these inevitable changes, right? When you're looking at them, and it's a different mood and a different attitude and all that stuff, yeah. Good keyword to keep in mind, though, wary. Be wary, okay? The color is always green, St. Patrick's Day, right? Always green, just about. We're going to feel like we don't have the bandwidth for this level of BS that's going on, right? Just take it slow and easy. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming at you, right? Mercury's retrograde. All the signals are going to be backwards, right? Backwards transmissions into your head. Put those out of your mind. Down here, listen intuitively. Listen to what it's saying. Listen to where you're headed. Let your gut tell you the direction you're going in. All the voices will be telling you one thing. Your gut's going to tell you another. You take it slow, you take it easy, and you do your job. That's what you do. You don't lose focus and you don't lose the drive that you have because you're listening to, other folks saying things and all these things happening and, oh, you should and you could and listen, you got to use the drive and the focus that you got from that eclipse in Virgo, that new path that you're manifesting for yourself, and you got to bring it to the workplace today, and you got to whip that place into shape, okay? So bring that attitude that you had for yourself to your workplace, put it to your work, get that done so that becomes easy, right? Easy button. It's a bad idea to indulge in the festive binge drinking that some folks do. With the encroaching equinox, I suggest you just stay level. Spring's coming into view. It's happening, right? You need to do it with a clear head. Moderate temperatures invite you to do moderation. Ditch that toast. Ditch that trip down to the pub. Lace up your sneakers. Get some walking in. Do that stuff. It restores both physical and mental health. That's what we have to do. Now, do you want the birth and the event first, or do you want the answer to the riddle? Because the answer to the riddle is this show, because it's going to be under 10 minutes. Green shirt? Short? Yes. Happening on St. Patrick's Day. Okay. And our event is in 1829, not 1929. The final performance by a famous clown named Joseph Grimaldi is done in a benefit performance at Sadler's Wells in London. I'm going to have to look this guy up. Be a famous clown from back then. Got to be a pretty famous clown. And our birth is Gottlieb Daimler. It may sound familiar to some of you because that's a type of a vehicle, right? 1834, he was born, and he died in 1900. He's an engineer and inventor who designed the first motorcycle. Born in Schondorf in the Kingdom of Württemberg. And that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for listening. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Today, the keyword is wary. The answer to the riddle is this show. And the color, St. Patrick's Day, is always green. Love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for listening. Today is a 3. Be very careful out there. Happy astro-catting.